Hey, welcome back to the channel. This evening I will be taking you guys step by step. This is going to be the quickest basic bloom tutorial ever that I have done. I had a video ready for you guys, but I had some issues with it, so it is now 6:20ish something, and I'm gonna get a painting out tonight. So let's get started. This is what I'll be using for my bloom recipe. First thing in the cup is my semi-gloss base 3 Glidden. Going in with that. And to that, I'm going to be adding the triple thick polyurethane. And this, I don't know if you can see, this is how much of the base 3 that I added. I'm going to go in with approximately 1/2 of the amount that was in the cup. And to that, I'm adding my polyacrylic Minwax. Same thing. So basically, that's 2 parts semi-gloss base 3, 1 part polyurethane, and 1 part acrylic. And I do not have any pigments. Like I said, this is going to be a basic bloom with 2 paints. I am using metallics. I have 4 metallics, and let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 non-metallic. But basically, give that a pretty good stir. And since I'm in a rush, and it's not that much, I think that's good enough. So I happen to have some cell activator already mixed up that I'll be using. I have white. I may add something to it, but here we go with our colors. So you guys got the bloom recipe, right? That was pretty quick, but it's pretty simple. All right. So first color that we're going to be going in with is pewter. And I left this out, so it's a little bit gonky, but we're gonna go with it. If it doesn't mix up right, then I just won't use it, but I want it in there. So yeah. Okay. Pewter. And I have Artist Loft metallic leaf green. A little bit of that, and I'm gonna add to that a little bit of Creative Inspirations Viridian. Yeah, I don't want too much to fall out. Okay. And then we have Light Coral by Master's Touch. .24 karat gold, extreme sheen. And I had one more color. Okay. This is festive green, but I wanted a lighter green. Okay, we're going to use this. This is Jadeite. Another extreme sheen by Deco Art. These things separate, so you got to check. Shake it up a little bit. Oh, there we go. Those are our colors. We'll get these mixed up pretty quickly. I'm only concerned about this pewter. It seems to be okay, so we're going to run with it. Pewter. I'm trying to get this done as quick as possible because I don't have much time to edit to get this video out at a reasonable time. So hopefully nothing happens where I will have to cut. If the paint, like the paints that I chose to use today, they're not all the same consistency. So as I've said before in my other bloom recipe videos, just pick the thinnest one and we're going to adjust the rest to the thinnest consistency, which is going to be the 24 karat gold. I don't know if you can see that. And we're going to do that by adding water. It works just fine. Okay, these two are fine as far as consistency goes. This is the thickest one. So I'm going to add water to these three. Most here. Tiny bit there. And tiny bit there. Yeah, and as I've said in the past too, if you pour too much water accidentally into a cup, just pour it out before you start mixing. Gonna compare. Okay. Still a little thick. A little bit more. And I put a little bit too much. Okay. Excuse the mess. It happens when I'm moving kind of fast, but I'm kind of hoping that I can get all of this done within 15 minutes for you guys. And I also hope that it's pretty. I'm going to do two blooms. That's the design I had in mind. I wanted to do two blooms on a canvas, kind of in a diagonal position. Okay, so we're gonna do one last check and make sure everything is good to go. And it's looking like it is. That green is still a little bit thick, but we're gonna use it. So that's it for the mixing. These out of the way. I'll actually put that there. And as I said, I had white cell activator already mixed up. So I'm not sure if I want to use that though. Let's go ahead and mix up some cell activator. I said step by step, right? So we'll do everything real quick. Let's try. I've never tried this combination before, but we're going to give it a shot. I have the white for backup over there. So this is Amsterdam silver, and this is Pebeo fluorescent. Sure. I'm gonna get some glasses soon. Actually, I have some, but that prescription is pretty old. It's a fluorescent yellow by Fabio. Sorry, I can't read it, you guys. And to that, let's give our IC Floetrol a good shake, and let's see what this is gonna look like. This part I may end up editing out because I am gonna stir until it's looking okay. I don't know if it's gonna have a fluorescent effect or not, but it goes well with the greenish color palette. Kind of has a spring feel. I get all of those little. Okay, that wasn't too bad. I want this to really stand out from the painting, so I have some golden silver. Yeah, I think I'm gonna add a drop of that. This is what I do. It's like I'm a mad scientist. I can't stick to the plan. So this is a iridescent stainless steel by Golden, and I'm just gonna add. You want to see? I'm gonna add just that a little tiny drop. So since I post on Tuesdays and Thursdays, if you guys are watching this, you have to come back on Thursday to see how this one dried and what this cell activator is going to actually look like dry. But sometimes it's a big difference between looking at the wet results versus the actual dried painting. Okay, we're ready to rock and roll, guys. Let me get the canvas on the table. I'll clean my hands when I clean my hands. All right. So we have this 12 by 16 inch canvas, and it seems pretty tight. I'll check it. Yeah, it's tight enough to go. Since time is definitely an issue. And for my base, I'm going to use, this is Sharon Williams Rhinestone. And that should be more than enough, I hope. I hadn't been using the deep edge canvases. Okay, now, what order am I going in? Um, hmm. I think we'll start with the darkest. We might end up coming back to that again since my cell activator is a lighter color. I'm thinking I may want to double back with that dark green, or I could use this last. I think that's what I'll do. So we'll go down with the jadeite. And then 24 karat gold. Little pewter. Yep, I'm gonna do a little bit more. And just one little drizzle of the iridium. I hope that's not too much. I hope I didn't just mess it up. But okay, let's go. Cell activator. All right, let's blow it up. I'm gonna use low. My cool shot button is painted over, so I can't even use it. So I'm blowing with warm air today.
And I didn't mention it, but I am angling my blow dryer more towards the paint rather than skimming over it, because sometimes I do have to dig down to get the color to come out. That's because of the actual blow dryer that I use. I don't know what the power is on this thing, but it's not strong at all. Okay, I'm loving the cell activator. I'm going to add a tiny bit more down here. Try to keep it balanced. But if I were using a stronger blow dryer or a larger blow dryer, then I would definitely not be able to point my nozzle as I'm pointing. I would definitely have to angle it in a way where I would have to skim over the paint. Okay. It's looking nice. I like it.
And I think I'm gonna go ahead and spin it out.
Let's see if I can do this without adding any more paint to the canvas. I know there's enough on here. Just spreading it out so that the bloom can expand evenly without rolling over. Yeah, I'm gonna have to add a little bit more paint. I don't want to dig into anything except for the top. It's gonna come off. I know. All right. I have it to the edge of the canvas, so let's see. What you want to do is start off really slow, just in case you see things going in a direction that you don't want them to go in. It won't go that far. You'll have time to stop and tilt to get it back on track. Like I see here, I want this to go a little bit further towards that edge. I'm looking at the few little cells I have here, trying to get them centered. Oh, God, that was a bug, and no biggie. Tap to get that out. Fix it if you don't like the way it's looking. I do like to stop in between spins just to take a look. Sometimes I want to do something, sometimes I don't, but yeah, so we're going to just add little squigglies here. And I think I want to take this coral up a little bit higher here. And we didn't torch either because I was in such a hurry, so I'll take a second to torch now. And let's poke around in the cell activator before we spin it out. Maybe we'll get a few more cells. All right. Now, and also it is best to let it sit a little bit to let the cells, give them a chance to actually develop. I don't like that glob right there, so let's bring it down and then we'll take it back up. Okay, I'm gonna spin it because the longer I look, the more I'll want to mess around with this. But it looks like it has pretty good movement. So, oh, see? Okay, let's spin it. We shouldn't be too, oh my God, too over 10 minutes. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna spin this maybe, let me see. If you're not sure how much paint is on your canvas, test it in multiple spots. This is good. It's good for me.
But I'm just going to give it a couple of more spins, and then I'll let you guys see the close-up. And don't forget, I post on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and I do shorts maybe 5 to 6 times a week. So if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing. I would really appreciate it if you did. And whatever that new thing is, I still don't get it or understand it. If you feel like hyping me up, hype me up too. I would appreciate all of it. I actually just appreciate you guys watching. So this is my hobby and I love it. All right. And if you ever see anything on my channel that you want to purchase, please email me. So once you're done spinning, you're going to want to clean your edges, preferably with a stick and not your fingers. And also clean around the canvas, because if you clean your edges and then set the painting back down into a puddle, then it'll still pull a little bit. So clean the edges. This is gorgeous. And I usually do this twice. Once before I go in and actually show you guys, and then I'll do it again in about 10 minutes or so before I move it to my drying rack. Okay, there she is. Now I'm gonna wash my hands so I don't mess up my my phone worse than it's already messed up with paint. Got paint on everything I own, and I'll be right back. Right. And here it is. I love the way the pewter is showing up with the greens. And you can see my little swirlies that I made in there. And the coral goes beautifully with green always. So I'm not sure, because like I said, I've never used that combo for a cell activator before, but I'm seeing it, and it'll be cool if I do get a little iridescent reaction after it dries. But here is the final painting, and I thank you so much for watching. And I hope you all have a very beautiful day. See you later. Well, I do not have any pigments, but I will be using um, metallics. Hey.